What is Trash Island? Diving into the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Big waves to origins of the vortex. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch is the accumulation of debris in the northern Pacific Ocean. The garbage patch is composed of two segments, the western garbage patch and the eastern garbage patch. Slowly, a network is spreading of this non-biodegradable material and estimated to be 1.6 million kilometers. Additionally, it is estimated that there are 1.8 trillion total pieces of plastic in the patch, and subsequently 1.9 million pieces per square mile. As a result of industrialization, irresponsible practices of corporations, ocean dumping by ships, and other everyday habits, these man-made islands are a creation of mankind that is a tragic physical representation of land-based and oceanic pollution. How it formed. Deeper than surface level. This garbage patch is formed by ocean currents known as gyres, whose combined circulation entrap marine debris in their water pattern that settles in the middle. Due to its currents, there is no way for the debris to escape and thus gradually increases over time. Known as the North Pacific Subtropical Gyre, its geographical characteristics and our world's problematic practices of oceanic pollution becomes the perfect formula for what is also known as the Pacific Trash Vortex. Mostly composed of microplastics such as fishing gear or other discard from various ships and offshore oil rigs. These materials do not break down over time and float at the ocean surface. In addition, larger pieces of debris likely sink to the ocean floor. Not only is the garbage patch worsening, it is expanding in ways that are not initially seen at surface level.
What's the big deal? Impact on the environment, marine life, and ourselves. Not a single aspect of the environment is unaffected by marine debris. Plastic is one of the biggest components to marine debris as it breaks down into tiny pieces and releases toxic chemicals that infect our oceans and everything that relies on it, including us. When it comes to what does the most damage to our environment, fishing gear is right at the top with plastics. They damage marine habitats, accumulate in reefs, and cause snagging and entanglement of marine life. Save the turtles. Animals are the biggest victims when it comes to marine debris. They suffer losses of habitat, food sources, and entanglement. When plastic breaks down along with releasing toxic chemicals, it also is often mistaken as food. The ingestion of these plastics can cause blockages, starvation, and internal damage. When it comes to bigger pieces of debris such as bags, nets, etc., animals can often get tangled and caught, which can lead to suffocation, drowning, injury, or death. In some cases, the way in which they are entangled impacts their ability to find food, which also leads to starvation. What does this have to do with us? Humans are impacted in similar ways to animals. Since fish and other sea animals are a large part of most people's diets, everything they consume, we consume. So all the microplastics and toxins in fish are also in us. This has a negative impact on our health, causing issues like cancer, birth defects, and immune system problems. Not only does this impact our health, but also our economy. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch can deter tourism, harm fishing populations, damage fishing gear, reduce health and safety of farmed seafood, and reduce availability.
Moving forward, obviously what's happening in our world is not just an issue of nature, but a problem of our people and their ignorance to what they're doing. On the bright side though, there are so many things that we can be doing to better our world. If we just do our part and make these changes for our oceans, the world will be a better place. Accepting our responsibility. The most important and maybe most impactful thing you can do that costs $0 is to raise awareness about this topic. Through spreading awareness about the Great Pacific Garbage Patch like we are now, you start to realize the responsibility we have in saving our oceans. Any type of contribution is always valued by our environment and everything around it. From now on, we welcome you to work with us to achieve a healthier and sustainable future.